There's a person in your life right now who trusts someone they should not. That someone walked into their world, said the right things, mirrored the right emotions, and within minutes, not hours, not weeks, minutes, a bond was formed that feels unbreakable. That bond was engineered, and today you are going to learn exactly how it was done. Not so you can be manipulated, so you never are again. Trust is not earned over time. That is the lie we tell ourselves. Trust is a neurochemical event. It can be triggered in under 300 seconds by someone who understands the architecture of human connection. Oxytocin, the chemical responsible for bonding, does not require years of loyalty. It requires the right sequence of signals delivered at the right moment. What follows are 7 techniques that manufacture those signals on command. Technique 1. The vulnerability lead. Most people wait for trust before they become vulnerable. Professionals reverse this. They open with a small, controlled admission, a flaw, a fear, a quiet confession before the other person expects it. This creates an immediate imbalance. The listener feels they've been given something private. The brain interprets this as proof of closeness. No closeness exists, but the feeling is already real. Technique 2. The echo pattern. When someone speaks, their words carry a rhythm, a cadence, a set of specific phrases they return to again and again. Most listeners ignore this. A trust architect listens for it and reflects it back. Not parroting, absorbing. They adopt the same tempo. They reuse the same key words naturally, as if they share the same internal language. The target's brain registers this as familiarity, and familiarity is the foundation trust is built on. Technique 3. The strategic pause. Silence is the most underestimated weapon in conversation. When someone finishes speaking and you pause 2 seconds, 3 seconds before responding, it communicates something powerful. It says, "What you just said mattered enough for me to consider it fully." Most people rush to fill the gap. The person who holds the pause holds the power, and the speaker feels deeply heard, often for the first time in a long time. Technique 4. The name anchor. A person's own name is the most emotionally charged sound in any language. Using it at the right moment, not constantly, not mechanically, but precisely when a point of connection is being made, creates a neurological spike of attention and warmth. The key is placement. Use their name once at the beginning of the interaction to establish recognition, once in the middle during a moment of agreement, and once at the end, paired with something affirming. 3 uses, that is all it takes. Technique 5. The shared enemy. Nothing bonds 2 people faster than a common threat. It does not need to be a person. It can be a frustration, a broken system, a shared annoyance. When you identify something that both of you oppose, the dynamic shifts from stranger to ally in seconds. This is tribal wiring. The brain categorizes people as either inside the group or outside it. A shared enemy places you both inside the same circle instantly. Technique 6. The future projection. This technique is subtle but devastatingly effective. You reference a future moment that includes both of you, casually, almost as an afterthought. "When we talk next time," or "You will have to show me that sometime." The target's subconscious does not question this. It simply files it as evidence that a relationship already exists and will continue. You have not asked for their trust, you have assumed it, and the brain follows the assumption. Technique 7. The controlled exit. Most people ruin manufactured trust by overstaying. The final technique is knowing when to leave. End the interaction while the emotional peak is still high. Do not let the conversation decay into small talk. Do not let the energy flatten. Cut it at the moment of maximum connection, mid-laugh, after a shared moment, during a charged silence. The person will replay that interaction in their mind, and what the mind replays, it amplifies. They will remember you as more compelling, more trustworthy, more magnetic than you actually were in that moment. Now, understand this clearly. These 7 techniques are not theory. They are the operational playbook used by con artists, cult leaders, undercover operatives, and the most dangerous charmers in human history. The reason this video exists is not to create manipulators. It is to create people who can recognize when these techniques are being used on them. Because the most effective manipulation feels like genuine connection, and the only defense is knowing the blueprint. Start paying attention. The next time someone makes you feel instantly comfortable, ask yourself why. The next time a stranger feels like an old friend after 5 minutes, slow down. Examine the interaction. Look for the vulnerability lead, the echo, the pause, the name, the shared enemy, the future projection, the exit. If you find 3 or more, what you experienced was not chemistry, it was architecture. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing what others miss. The next video breaks down something even more dangerous, how to control any conversation without saying much. That one will change how you speak forever.